Hello all, this is Zimnala coming at you with another adventure in the Planet Crafter Toxicity DLC. We're going to be picking up where we left off. We were just in the middle of contemplating building a bunch of drills. That's what I was going to build. And it is convenient that we got plenty of osmium because we're gonna need it. We're also gonna go out and put another one of those machine things down, so we're gonna need that as well. Did it say super alloy? It sure did not, it was uranium. That's cheaper. We're gonna need some explosive powder though, so we're gonna need to grab a couple. Iridium. Is that the only loose one? That would be a little unfortunate if so. Okay. We will have to smash up one and get it that way. Bam. So what else do we need for this? Well, I know we need some sulfur, so that's easy. Honestly, might as well take care of that immediately. Has the world gone blue again? Is it another meteor? I don't know anymore. What I do know is that I need some cobalt and iron. Was it one or is it two? Blam. Well, that one's all set. So I needed 3 for each one, and we were going to do 5. Look at that, more tree spreader goodness. That's not even significantly more expensive. It is twice as good. So it is probably worth doing, because our... So we will sort that out as we want. Okay, but yeah, as to the task at hand, we need a whole bunch of super alloy, huh? Well, what that tells me is that this is going to take more than one trip, no matter what we want, so... So each of these is going to take 6. So we are going to need to make more, but I'm going to place down one of them. Because you gotta carry 9 things to make each of them. That's so many things. But our spider army will grow. We also got the materials to make a machine for boosting these. We can slap that down behind them. Which is what we were getting that other stuff together for. I'll do is I'll put that down there, and then it should be fine for us to put stuff around it. We also didn't bring out what goes in it though, so that's unfortunate. But one problem at a time. So these should be working at 500% efficiency. So that should help a little bit. So because of that, we can only fill out like 3 of them at a time, so we wouldn't need to hold on to more than 9 at a time, but we are going to have to make a lot of the super alloy. So on that note, let us put that much away. Why are both the chests so similar? That's honestly just bad planning on my part. Okay, so what we need is way more. We need 5 more. But we're on our way, so let's get the aluminum we need in our pockets. And that should be what we need to build it. More spiders in the pile, please. Our spider pile grows. So next we should look into making more of those. So we only have 2 of them down. So yeah, let us see what that is going to entail. By far the biggest problem with this is that we need just the most ridiculous amount of spores, if I remember correctly. It's not even just the plastic, it's the spores. I mean, the plastic's also a problem. But yeah. It's not even getting the spores that's even necessarily the problem. It's that we're gonna need to store this junk. We also can't make as many as it takes. That's part of the way there. So I guess we'll just keep throwing shit in. I don't think I need any of these that much, but at least we can solve it a little bit at a time. Did we not bring our truck back? Did we just forget where we parked it? We sure did. More things for the thing pile. Slap the zeolite in here. Slap the mutagens over here. More osmium for the osmium pile. Honestly, we can just slap all these in here for now too. I mean, we can't even make osmium rods yet, I don't think. Bam. Sorted. Okay. That's part of it. I guess we can just slap in a whole bunch more water in there and hope for the best. Where do we want to go? Oh, look at that. Our oxygen rate has gone down a little bit, so in an overall sense, the air is getting better. Neato. So I'm now a third of the way to insects. Yeah, I say we... What was the next thing we were gonna do? Were we gonna build something, or were we gonna just mosey to there? How expensive are these tree upgrades? So we have 4 trees out there, I believe. Right, so we only need to do 4. So some of this is already out there. 3 pieces of this are already a part of it, so we need to bring out an extra zeolite and a T2 for each one. So both of those are relatively easy asks, so this should be pretty simple. That's what these trees look like here. I think the trees grow bigger when you use a T2, but we'll certainly have a chance to find out. Oh, now they can be on land, not in the water. Ah, that's cool. In that case, I'm actually going to change up how I want to do this. Because we were doing it in the water before, but I kind of don't want to do that now. This... I don't think this is connected to one of the trees. To one of the... I don't think this was connected to this. Unless it is, and I'm just crazy. But as you can see, there are just trees around the world now from what we put down, so... Oh boy. Yeah, it's gonna... We were 1 short. I made a sacrifice. Okay, so what I was thinking was this area up here that's completely devoid of everything useful. We're gonna fill this up with trees. I know it's silly, but... I think it could be cool. So we'll come back and check out them later. Of course it is low. But we're gonna be okay. I believe in ourselves. Let us just bring back a whole bunch of this stuff. It's in our pocket. We do need it for making more plastic. We'll figure out what to do with the purified water later. Well, we already know what to do with it, but... I guess we can just slam it immediately into it. Let's go drop off our nuggets and nonsense. Okay, let's clean this up. Blam, we want to make a bunch of plastic. That's not a bunch of it, but that is something. And we need 2 pieces of tungsten, and we can put down another one. What's funny is there's an even bigger version of this we're going to be making soon enough. That's already so big. Alright, so what else do we want to do with this nonsense? Pull out that. What is the recipe for this? Of course it is. At least it doesn't use as many. But at least this gives us a use for this. So it's just mushrooms in another water. Yep. Let's sort that out. Blam, blam, sorted. And this works because it gets rid of a lot of inventory, so I like it. good enough for now. We will put that away, put that away. Alright, well that cleaned up a lot of that. We aren't going to have enough plastic with what we currently have to work with it anymore, so we'll leave this processing. Come back to it in a while. So we are going to take a journey. We are going to go to the corner of the map where all of the super alloy is. We're also then going to take what we need to try to build again, because we do really want to find that. That means we need to find enough super alloy to make a super alloy rod again. I don't think find is the right word. I think the answer is make. Okay. Okay, that'll certainly work. Bam, 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 ram. Okay, we're good. Which way are we going? I say we go the back way and check for options along the way, because we didn't check all those directions for placement. We kind of pushed back through them pretty quickly because we were full. I think this is a sandstorm. Oh, no, it was because we got too close to it. The middle has like a toxic arena around it, so guess that's to let you know that there's something toxic nearby. How is this area? Hey, we found osmium! Huzzah! That's what I wanted. We haven't found aluminum though, but I guess if we have super alloy, we technically don't really need aluminum. So let's put a little hut next to it. go, the T2 machine optimizer. That's just a better, I think it's a bigger range version of the other one. I don't think it has a higher multiplier. I think that's determined by the fuse. And the difference is this one takes obsidian, and we never found another place to mine obsidian, but we do have enough to make some machines. But on that note, we will probably be starting to utilize them. And that was good. Very successful. With that, I don't feel like I need to go searching for more of that, but we can go get our super alloy, so we can basically just figure out where the aluminum is in the future. Like, would we get the geo satellite that tells us where it is? I don't need to go looking for it that way anymore. Because almost all of the usages for aluminum lie in making super alloy anyway. So if you have the super alloy farm, yeah, kind of defeats its purpose. Well, not defeats it, but kind of like takes away most of what you need it for. Okay, so we are going to be poking around a little bit here to find the materials we need to make more storage. Not too picky how we do it, but we do need a ton more to empty out our stuff into. Especially considered we doubled our inventory over there. Because we put down 4 of those machines, not just 2. This is probably good enough. Good enough for most of this, at least. If not, we will keep moseying around and we'll figure it out. I mean, honestly, if we poke around here and whatnot, these will all be done in no time because of the nature of what's going on. But if we just clear them out now, we won't have to do it as much later when they're done. So let's do that. Yep, I had a feeling we'd be full up in no time. Let's look what we can do, though. This is interesting. Were they there all the time? This is kind of like the monuments from the Humble planet. Well, they might even be already done. Or if not, really close. So we're going to need a few more of these. Okay, let us start slamming these in. Let's find out how close we are. Still about 30 to go. Yeah, we're gonna need even more storage. We're out here doing our best, though. Did we forget our food? Did we get so excited about what we did that we didn't bring our food? Ridiculous. Well, that would be handy, but I doubt we have the materials for it, but maybe. I'll certainly consider it for this super alloy barrier. And another one for the start. Oh, that's right, this isn't actually the right place. I don't think it's gonna let me drink here, huh? Tragic. Let's just mosey back. We probably have time to not have to do anything fancy for either one. We can, in fact, take a drink of this. we did what we could with that. Let's keep that as empty as we can, I guess. What? Okay. Nom, nom. Okay, what does this teleporter entail? Well, unfortunately, we used our stuff for power. And honestly, if we didn't, we wouldn't have the power to do this, so... I still think it was a good choice. So we have plenty of obsidian for now. Let's find it. Because we only need to switch over 2 of them, right? So let's just do that. What's the range on that? Look at that. That's absolutely insane, right? But the rate it boosts it is not any different, so... So we'll do the same thing here. We can put 3 in. Oh, it's a multi-fuse thing. Oh, that's right. That's right. It's not only bigger, it's also just... You can slap 3 of those battlers in. So yeah. Let's go get our second energy fuse. I think you can only have one machine's effect on at a time though, so don't expect to like just keep stacking them and stacking them. I don't think that works. But this should be pretty nice. So let's make sure. This has a boost of 150%. Let's slap this in. Let's see if it's 200. Yep, now it's actually twice. Oh wow. That's so crazy. But we're good now. Our power is totally fine. So if we ever find any more pulsar crystals, we'll be good. Okay, so yeah, we got interrupted on our journey, but our journey will commence again. I don't know what happened to our food. But it's okay. Do we want... Oh, that's right. Actually, we can solve our other problem too. Let's just bring some iron over. And we can move our purification setup over into the next area. So you see all those trees that are growing up there? I'm pretty sure that's because we started growing all those trees. They were not there before. Some of them were, but not all of them were. This is where we found most of the pulsar quart and other stuff before. It was around this area. So I'm basically just checking a few things here and there as we go along, because where we're going to is right down there anyway. So it's not exactly on our way, but it is kind of in the right way. Yep, now we just gotta find our setup here. I think it's over here. So some of this is significantly better than others, so that's fine. We're gonna actually clear out these. We're gonna pick them up and move them as well. So we are gonna have to do a few little trips. I think we tapped out all the resources there. Good. Okay, what do we want to do? Well, what I could do is slap this down. Okay, I'm gonna fill it up with anything we want to from here. We could do a little bit of a loop around and pick up other stuff around here as well. So we're gonna go and loot some of the other things going on around here as well. So we were going high, but there's other treasure chests, so let's go poke around. I know we looked in a few of them, but there's other ones we did not. How is this water? Is this polluted as heck? A little bit. Wouldn't take very long to clear though. We're gonna kind of just fly our way back and around towards there, looking for treasure chests along the way. I only really need to look in one more to be pretty tapped out, but we may not even find it, so it doesn't matter too much. There definitely would be one up there, that's for sure, but there's also one at the bottom. Okay, and now we get to play shuffle and see what we actually want to keep from what we have, and what we want to bring back immediately. Well, surprisingly, it pretty much all fits. Now, the least important thing to bring back of this would just be one of these, probably. Or actually this. That's pretty good. Anything else that we brought that we care about? We can do a little bit more shuffle for this stuff then. Got this in our pocket. Let us look around. So there is a super alloy in each of these. So On a different note, if we have enough super alloys, we could make something else happen. But I don't have the aluminum to pull that off. Unfortunate. Well, we can carry anything we want to bring with us too. So we're not technically losing any of what we want to bring. We're just prioritizing. Blam, blam. Let's go place these down in their new home. There is already a little base next to it. That is fine. And then next time we come through here, we will sort it out again. Did we look in you? We sure did. But we can take the sulfur too. Blam, 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 and blam. And that will do its own adventure. So we don't need to go through that area. We can actually go this way to get there, which is probably better for us, but let us get in here. Because the other way would involve going all the way through the dam, whereas this is more of a little indirect, but also doesn't lead to the dam, so it's kind of like a pick your choice. How far do you want to go? Kind of situation. Did want more lerma seeds, we're gonna send them right into space. Yep, and we're starting to have to make choices, which is fun, but you know, even if we don't take back all of the super alloy, we can at least take it out of the box it's in. Hello, how are you? Are you continuing to exist in this world too? this has us most of the way back to where the super alloy is, at least. Level 3 tree spreader. That's crazy talk. Look at you, you're a new tree. I didn't see you here last time. Why are you so new? Did we even make storage in here? I don't even know. We sure as heck didn't. Okay. The correct answer, as always, is we throw it on the ground. We get any of these? This'll work. Get me another one. Yep, I've been continuing quite a bit. That is backwards. Why would it think I want that? Get back in my pocket. This is quite a storm. How excite. Alright, get me some more iron somewhere. This storm is not going to make it easy, though. Fortunately, we know what iron looks like. Alright, now we can consider what we want to bring back with us. No, it isn't that I didn't set it up that way, it's just that I kind of just didn't pay any attention to it today. It's called logging out. I went offline. Kind of. How much water is here? Only 100? Yep, we'll bring over the purification stuff next time. I mean, this time I chose to be offline. It was actually quite refreshing. I might do it again tomorrow. It feels quite nice. When the world goes blue, you know? Oh. It's osmium again? Aw, man. It's worth chasing after osmium, though. Gross. I wanted to leave. All kids out of my pocket. Alright, let's go find the damn osmium. We were this close to retirement. Kind of. Are you still dropping stuff on me? Put some iron in my pocket so that when I go back over there I can make storage. I don't see any of the sulfur or the osmium. Where did it go? Super alloy. There we go, there's some of it. Seriously, where's the rest of this stuff? Stop getting me stuck on geometry game. And at this point, I'm kind of just waiting for the rocks to start going away so I can see the freaking resources hiding underneath them. Unfortunately, the resources are valuable enough to actually want to do that for, or I would have just gone back to base and emptied what I had going on. Look at that, we get the map information rocket. That'll probably tell me all the things I wanted to know. Gonna eat our beans. Maybe. Yes. Well, I understand why you are upset about it, but what you don't seem to understand is that I also need time. So. It's all fine and dandy that you say that you want, that you are fine with it, but then you don't actually practice it when it comes down to it. Because then you get really pissy like you are right now. think this is all the osmium I'm gonna find on this particular bit. Just empty that up, put it in our pocket, and pick another little thing, set it down. This certainly... So in retrospect, I think each of these also has one of these iridium rods. So just rocket engines are just more efficient space holders for a lot of things. So let's start with the things that we can't build. Or which take a lot to build easily. This is definitely a 2-tripper though. But it's fine, we already knew we had to come back anyway. Okay, well, hello. Things are going fine. Hope you're also having fun. Oh, here's some of the frickin' osmium. Where did I see that chest? I mean, the sulfur is fine, but the osmium is more valuable. Where did the rest of it go? Is it just the two? No, it wasn't good. Oh good, we can actually put together the rods too. That's fantastic. $500, yeah, this is gonna be another project. Actually, it kind of makes... The fact that we already have a big shed here, it kind of makes sense, because we're gonna need an even bigger one to clean this up. Well, we've had this conversation before. It's not that I don't care, it's that I trust that you're okay if I don't look at you for 5 minutes. When I left you, you were mostly not on fire. Oh, we do need these. We could also use that. That would be quite nice. I mean, I understand you didn't get the allegory. It's okay. Oh, did I just completely not pick that one up before? That sucks. Let's go make space for it. Well, it's just you seem to think people need to be paid attention to constantly every single day, and sometimes that's just tiring. That's all. Oh, good. We get another space increase for our vehicle. And an equipment increase. We will be balling in no time. Anything worth snagging? Eh. I don't remember giving you any links today. Such a crash train. Yeah, I can't get in there. Okay, fair enough. Hey, we might even be in the middle of the insect age when we get back. I kind of think it might just be like 80% though. I'd go switch over the purification process, but we're so jacked up on space, that's absolutely wild. Oh yeah, we can look at our trees. We did set these up. So yeah, like I said, those other ones grew probably because we set up these trees. Look at all these beautiful trees. Such a beautiful tree. This one's growing right in the middle of it. So fun. But I already know we're not in the next stage because we would be seeing larvae kicking around, so. Since we don't see it, I think it's pretty obvious we didn't make it there yet, quite yet. Let's get our truck back. Start sorting out this nonsense we have going on with our inventory. Okay. So we can toss all these engines in here. So it is nice as we did get some of these pulsar quartzes. That is gonna let us start making teleporters. That's what we needed it for, at least. Oh, these freaking engines. Absolutely wild. Nothing happened yesterday. I've got no idea what you're talking about. Let's consolidate this down into jetpacks. Not that we're gonna use them, but we can tear them apart for it later. It just takes up less space. Oh good, unlimited oxygen. That would be kinda nice. We don't really need it too much though. Let's slap another one of these over here. That would fill that one up. Ouch, broke our legs. So tragic. We got plenty of turnips to fix it though. Blam! More purification for the purification machine. Get in our pocket. Oh, actually, get out of our pocket. Because we need to upgrade you. The good news is as long as we keep getting all those, we don't need to mess with algae or anything outside of some niche cases, so that's quite nice. What does that cost? Is that Quasar? Pulsar? Of course it is. Of course it frickin' is those. Dang it. We are most of the way there to insects, though. Let's go look at what our storage upgrade is going to cost us. So we need to make another one. That's easy enough. So we're gonna need 3 fabric, an osmium, a super, and a silicone. I think this is just a normal meteor storm, or it's just an event. To make this the world red. Doesn't matter too much. Either way. Blam, blam. Get in the vehicle hole. Let's see what you got going on. That is significantly more. That will be convenient. So that's just oxygen and zeolite. That's easy peasy. Let's go slap that in there too. Got plenty of zeolite. I think I even slapped a couple of these in here, yep. Might as well get in the vehicle hole. Not me in the vehicle hole, get the stuff in the vehicle hole. Blam. Good stuff. Okay, you have a good day too. Well, that's a bit of a jump in that. Well, I guess that means we're gonna go out there and play with our plants again. So we need another T2, and that's all it takes more. Is that really it? That's crazy. We do have plenty of all of those things. That's going to be easy peasy. So the other thing we're going to want to do is put another one of these T2 machine optimizers out there. Even though we only have one thing for it. But we have plenty of things. So let's get things for the thing hole. Okay. So I do like how this is looking, but it is gonna have to change a little bit. Just to make them fit around this. Probably not significantly different, and I don't really have enough to need to move them much. But I will have to make sure each of them is close enough to it. That made them all disappear, which is going to make it easier to set up, which is fine. I want to see how far out I can go. So I think this is still in range. Let me make sure. Yes. How is that? Are they all in range? They sure are. That's all I care about. Slurpy slurp slurp. So thirsty. Well, that should catapult us up quite a lot, actually. How is it looking? Look at that speed. That's absolutely insane. Should we just watch the insects roll in? I think after insects comes breathable air, usually, right? Yep, it is. Oh boy. But yes. I am definitely going to take a break here, guys. I will catch you in a while. Y'all take care now. Bye-bye now.